Hi guys, welcome to Shail's Kitchen, home of good food and good memories. I was thinking it's time for some good comfort food, so check this out, what I have here. I have these pigtails and I really like this. A grocery store already cut it up into nice pieces, nice sizes for cooking. And I have a pig foot split, pig feet and pigtails. That'll make a nice soup. I'm soaking the pig foot and pigtail in some lime juice for about 20 minutes and then I'm going to rinse it under cold running water, and that's the prepping for seasoning. The basic seasoning for the pigtails and pig feet that are going to go in the soup will be some green seasoning, some fresh ground garlic, some Worcestershire sauce, and then kosher salt and coarse ground black pepper to taste. The first thing I'm going to do is to sear the meat, the pigtails and the pig feet, in some extra virgin olive oil with some melted butter. I'm going to sear the meat probably about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. I have this on high heat right now. One of the recipes I did recently was a really good chicken recipe, and I ended up with a lot of nice broth, and it was such good flavor I didn't want to throw it out. So whenever you have some extra broth, don't throw it out, just put it in your freezer. And I thawed it out and I'm going to use this in the soup. It's been 3 minutes, so we got a nice browning going on. I'm just going to flip these over and then I'm going to continue searing for another 3 minutes. Now I'm going to add my chicken stock. I'm also going to add back in all the nice seasonings that we had when we seasoned the meat. I have the heat on high right now and I'm bringing this to a boil, and then I'm going to cover it, and I want that cooking process to start with the meat, get it nice and tender. It's been 10 minutes, so I want to give this a check and see how it's bubbling up. Nice. Gonna cover it and cook it for another 10 minutes. I chopped up the onion, the bell peppers, and some pimentos, and when the meat starts to get tender, then I'll add these to the pot. It's been about 30 minutes now, and before I do anything else, what I want to do is to just fish out all of these pieces of thyme that I had, that was in the chicken broth when I put it in. Alright, we do have some tenderness going on here. I almost covered the meat with water, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a few pieces of yam to the pot. Stir that up. I'm going to put it back on high heat, get that to come to a boil, and then I'm going to cook it probably on a medium high heat for another 30 minutes and then check it. The pot has come to a rapid boil and I see that we have some froth forming here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to skim that off the top. The yam and the meat are cooking nicely, getting nice and tender. Now I want to add some sweetness to the pot and some creaminess. I'm going to add a cup of coconut milk. I think it's about time to give this a taste and see how our flavors are going. I'm going to cut the big pieces of yam, just split it in half with my spoon here. Right, so that's good. Now we have more yam to share. Right now I'm going to add some more water because I have a couple other things that I want to add to really build these flavors. So I have the chopped onions and bell peppers and pimentos. Adding that to the pot. As soon as those pimentos hit that broth, boy, you can smell that. How good it is. One more thing I have is some spiralized squash. This is kind of like noodles. So if you instead of like adding like spaghetti or something, you could always add like a spiralized veggie to give you that noodle effect. And we're gonna stir all of this up and let it come to a boil and simmer again. Time to give this another taste. Really nice. One thing I think I'd like to add a little bit more coconut milk, make it a little bit more creamy and rich. It looks great, it smells great, so why don't we give it a taste. This is the yam. Perfectly cooked, nice and creamy. I like it when you could just cut it with a spoon. This is I think this is a piece of the pigtail. Perfect. So delicious, creamy. Everything is tender, all the flavors came together. I love it.